Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy, and man is it late, 12:15 a.m. Welcome back to more Animal Crossing New Leaf. Yesterday, we ran around town a little bit before heading off to Arcadia, Andrew Arcade's town. Once again, buddy, thank you so much for having me over. I decided I'm going to wear the Tingle hood that you gave me for a little while, just because I kind of like it. And, you know, the Tingle hood together with the peach dress, it's kind of funny looking. Anyway, tonight, we're going to be having a very, very late night episode, if you couldn't tell. Did a little bit of gardening yesterday. I got another black tulip, which is awesome. Start off by checking our mail, because we got something important from Red's Gallery. Old Red wants to thank you for coming by Red's Gallery and purchasing a very fine, nice painting. A very fine, nice painting. This delivery completes your purchase. All sales final from Red's Gallery. So if you bought a forgery, you are kind of stuck with it. Luckily, the painting that I bought does not have any sort of chance of being a forgery, so that is definitely good for me. Now, you might see that I got two other presents in my inventory. Well, first of all, I have the rolling suitcase. If you go to Nintendo Zone locations throughout North America, and I believe also Europe, now, you'll be able to get this until whatever date I have put on screen. Second of all, if you connect to the internet at home by going to the post office, you can get a tree stump chair right about now. This is also available until the date that I put on screen right now. And of course, the last present is going to be the nice painting. So, what else are we going to do? It is very, very late at night. What can you do when it's very late at night in Animal Crossing? Well, I got good news for you. I am very, very proficient in finding stuff to do. Most stores are going to be closed. For example, retail opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 11. We are long past that. So stores are a little bit out of the question. I would like to say that I have purchased some items today. I will show on screen what those are. I believe that Croc was also in retail and he bought something. And hey, this allows me to talk about something new. It snowed yesterday. Whenever it rains or snows, the following day you can find gyroids. These things will make very strange sounds. We've seen them in neighbors' houses, and I've mentioned what they do then. But now we can finally obtain them for ourselves now that we finally had weather that was not just simple sunny or cloudy. God, friggin' took us long enough to have interesting weather in Animal Crossing. The thing is, I've played a lot today. Just saying, I have played quite a bit today leading up to this point. There was nothing really going on, so I didn't really think it was important for me to, you know, have reactions to various things that were going on, so that's kind of why I decided to do a midnight episode right here. Oh, Rocco's awake. Hey, let's talk to animals if we see him. Night is still young, though I'm definitely not, cheeky. At least he's taking it all in stride. Okay, what do you got? Listen, something that was meant to go to Shari gets into my house by mistake. Oh, my... Okay, I don't even know if Shari is awake, buddy, but I will try, okay? So, I will deliver this item to Shari. I will at least try this. Not really a good time to make deliveries. Oh, I can do it when Shari wakes up. Okay, so that gives me something to do tomorrow. So we're going to have a favor carry into the next day for the very first time. Kind of cool. As you can see, I've done a bit of gardening. I did a bit of it off screen just because, you know, it's not really the most exciting thing in the world, though. But I planted a bunch of trees over by the campsite. I was just kind of thinking that, you know, cedar trees, like I've said before, feel very campsite-like. You also have the fact that campers always show up to, you know, eat delicious pallet peaches, so I planted most of the peach trees over there. I don't really feel the need to have peach trees much elsewhere, though, because they're just not that valuable, and even though Pallet's known for them, I feel like putting them near the campsite is kind of the best place for it. Pietro, you're not awake, are you? Wandering from outside. Whoa, he's actually awake. Maybe we'll actually get to see him then. Okay. So, new house right here. Chester. I know what you're thinking. Oh, man, Chugga, by doing a late-night episode tonight, we've missed the introduction of Chester moving in. No, actually. I got something for you. So what is that thing that I needed to cut away for? Well, those hawk-eyed viewers, or those who have, well, basic memory, will remember that Chester was moving in today, and at the time of doing a midnight episode, he would have clearly been asleep by now. At least I hope he was. At least he better have been, or else I'm wasting my time here. So we're gonna go by and welcome him to town, just because, well, we're the mayor, we're that kind of guy, and I think it's part of our duties to do that. Okay, hello, Chester. Hey, Emil. Thanks for hanging out with me during my camping trip here. Aw, he remembers. Since I had such a good time and you suggested, I decided to move here after all. I really want to go meet everyone in town, but I really need to finish unpacking. You should come see me tomorrow, rookie. I can't wait to see what his house looks like on the inside. There's bamboo walls and just this floor. Oh, it looks really nice. I can't wait to see what it looks like decorated. It might be a little bit similar to Croc's house, but you know, I'm a fan. Anyway, back to the midnight hour. Okay, I'll stop. So yeah, I thought ahead. I was wanting to do the midnight episode for a long time, and I was just kind of thinking that if I do it today, I would kind of miss out on that. So I decided that we would at least that I would at least record that ahead of time, just so that I would have the footage to show of what the inside of his house looks like, you know, meeting him coming into town, his introduction, all that good stuff. So, it's official. Chester is our new villager. Let's go see Croc really quick. Oh, wow, I like the back of his head. It looks cool. Hey, buddy, you have a nice back of the head. Yeah, that's a really, really nice compliment. I wanted to chat. Okay. Well, what do you think of my furniture? It's well-loved, right? I agree. As if. Oh, his catchphrase is as if. What a jerk. Oh, man. I hate it, though, because I love the interior of the guy's house. I really like how he looks. But he's just a jerk. Hey, it's just like high school. Okay, no, not really. Okay, well, maybe a little bit. So, I don't really have much to do in the way of the routine, so I think I'm just going to go around. I'll do some digging spots. I'll actually show what the digging spots give us, because they're different. Hey, Pongo! Hey, Emil, I was cleaning this morning and saw two of the same thing. Eat extra Whoa! She gave me a free peach. We're like twins. I love it. Hey, maybe I'll buy two of everything now so we can be twins forever. No! Run! Run before it multiplies! Alright, I think I'm all done doing any sort of routine stuff that I hadn't done already. And that just kind of leaves the question of what else is there for us to do this late at night? Well, for starters, that peach that Pongo gave me, I'm gonna eat it. No, really, I am. There's no real point to eating fruit. It just sort of makes it go away from your inventory, but I don't really feel like it's worth the inventory space it takes up, and, you know, it's very late at night, so I can't just go sell it to retail for a very inconsequential amount of money. So, I just thought I would show that you can eat fruit. Now, I have changed into my wetsuit. I know what you're thinking. I said I would wear the peach dress, though, but this is not me changing clothes. This is a piece of equipment, and to show this, I need to be wearing it. For us to go diving tonight, I need to wear this thing, so I don't have a choice. This is the second beach of our town. If you look down at our map, we have two beaches, and I don't think I've ever shown this particular one. It's not like it's different from the other one. You know, it still has seashells that wash up on it like I showed back on the first day, and you can go here, you can pick seashells, and you can sell them out. There's a pearl oyster shell, which sells for a lot of money, though, but yeah. Anyway, we just sort of approach the coast, and we press A, and we can go swimming for a bit. Yes, with my shoes and socks on, and yes, in the middle of December, my feet are going to be so cold and soggy tonight! But without wasting any more time, the absolute bare basics of diving. You go underwater with Y, you tap A as fast as you can to get up to something, and if you can overlap with it, there you go! What is our first catch? Oh, a horsehair crab! Because I combed the ocean floor! Yes! Finally, puns! Yes! By the way, a lot of you guys were very ashamed at me for not getting that mole, cricket, mole, reset. Oh, jellyfish, jellyfish, jellyfish. Yes, I think I explained this already, that if you touch a jellyfish, you get stung, and it stuns you for a few minutes. Or not a few minutes, a few seconds. I wish the jellyfish stings only hurt for a few seconds in real life. I've known people that have gotten stung, and it seems like it would really freaking hurt. I've been lucky. I've never been stung by a jellyfish, or even a bee for that matter. Oh, scallop! Oh! Man! When I go diving on the island, I get a scallop in one try. Here I get it on the second try. Okay, that guy who's popped up, he is actually somebody really interesting. Pascal. Get it? Pascal. Scal up. I love it! Hey, man. How's about you give me that scallop you caught? Here you go. Thanks, man. What was he doing down there? I left you something cool in exchange. While I'm at it, mind if I drop some deep truth on you? Ooh. If I give an extra money, a diner is considered a tip. Man, how much is the whole? Oh, right. The bill. Consider yourself true. Today is totally righteous. I love this guy. So yes, he has an obsession with scallops, of course. He's an otter, yeah. I like him. Pascal is a really unusual character. He used to be a special visitor, but now it's just that whenever you catch a scallop on the mainland, once per day, he will come and offer you an item for your scallop. The items that he gives you are unique. You will not find them anywhere else, so it's actually in your best interest to go diving and look for scallops. I'll put on screen what time scallops can be found if there is any sort of time restriction. I don't think that there is, but just in case there is, I'll put it on screen right now. And, yeah. So, in this peaceful night with this really, really relaxing music, we're just sort of diving around. Oyster. It's being a little bit too shellfish. I don't really have anything to talk about while we're doing this, so at the expense of boring you, I think I'll just swim around for a little bit here in this cold, cold December water. This really isn't a good idea, even though I have a wetsuit on. I'll let you guys know if anything unusual happens. These things and whoa, keep getting pearl oysters. Mostly I just wanted the pearl. So, back to diving mechanics. I think I should at least talk about this a little bit, even though I went over this already. Diving items are something else that need to be donated to the museum. They do go in the aquarium exhibit just as fish do. Meaning that the aquarium exhibit, I think, has more items than any other exhibit does, period. For those wondering if you can catch jellyfish, actually, yes, you can. At certain times of the year, whenever you fish in saltwater, you can catch jellyfish. For whatever reason, they're just barely too off-screen. Hey, Pascal! Oh, that's a nice little detail. He's, like, swimming around outside the boundaries, and you can, like, oh, you can follow him and everything. That's really cool. So I guess after you've given Pascal a scallop, he continues swimming around in the waters outside the boundaries, and you can just find him again. That's really cool. But, hey, Shari! Shari at 12 o'clock! Fire at will! Come on, swim over to her. I can't believe this. Rocco was like, hey, you can deliver that item to her whenever she wakes up, but no. She's away. Ooh, I was shivering there. I guess it is kind of December, and I'm going swimming. Hey, Emil. Oh, man, nice timing, Cheeky. So, Emil, when you're gathering fruit, can you grab some for me, too? I got stung by bee. Aw, I had a negative impact to my tree-shaking skills. Wow, I wish I didn't eat that peach now. Okay, so we have 2 favors to do for Shari now. Wow, I gotta say, that's... God, I like that little detail that if you go swimming in December, your character will shiver afterward. God, that's... I know that you're wearing a wetsuit, making it... Oh, wow, my pockets are full. I know that you're wearing a wetsuit, which makes it that you can go swimming any time of the year, though, but I would still assume that that would make your head really cold. Ugh. I wish I had a wetsuit. I love swimming, and I would love to just go swimming in December for no reason other than just I want to. Okay, Oh, sorry, I'm just stressing over what I have for dinner tonight. Wait, she's just thinking about having dinner at, like, 12:30 in the morning? She really is out there. Okay, I brought it. Whichever favor this is. Okay, it's the fruit. Here, take this. Peach. Oh, looks tasty. Here I go. Awesome. Okay, there she goes. Ah, that hits the spot. Love me some good old juicy homegrown peach. All right, gotta give you a little something. What do we got? She's giving me clothing that I can't wear until next week. Here's a Big Star tee. Oh, I like the Big Star tee. That's gonna match my socks. Ah, how random. That's gonna match my socks. And then we have the present from Rocco to give her. What has she got to say about that? I'm seeing you a lot today. Delivery, yes. What could it be? Here you go. To Shari. Huh, this package was delivered to Rocco's place, but hey, what's inside anyway? Oh yeah, I remember, it's a modern screen. Oh, but I completely forgot about this and bought a new one already. This happens a lot to these villagers. What do you think? Want to buy it? I can let it go for, say... That's not a bad price. I'll take it. Awesome, thanks. Yeah, I will take that. Wow, nice, okay. Wow, that was very, very redundant of me how I was speaking there. Shari is rubbing off on me. She's making me speak in redundancy. And you know what? Just because Shari is so weird and out there, let's actually proper talk to her. And Toy, no matter what, the guy comes around every year. He's got 2 horns, fluffy brown fur, and a strong profile. You know, when you put it in words like that, Jingle sounds like a real weirdo, Cheeky. Anyway, I hope my present this year will be beige. Okay. So another present that we gotta remember. Okay. I can't put away my equipment. Wonderful. Wonderful is what I was trying to say. Okay, and once again, the present. Okay, modern screen. Okay. So... I have gotten a lot of items through diving. I have dug up fossils. And on top of that, we have that painting from Reds from earlier. We have a lot of freaking items to donate to the museum. So you know what? For the first time in a while, I say that we gather our items together and we head up to see Blathers. We haven't seen him in a while, so let's do that. We'll give him a nice surprise of loads of donations. So how many donations do I have to give to Blathers? Dun, 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 dun. The entire inventory you see before you, aside from my tools, is going to Blathers. Yeah, that bird on top of that actually is an owl at nighttime. We have a new announcement on the bulletin board. The fishing tourney on Saturday! Okay, I've yet to be able to show these. If you want to compete in these fishing tourneys, as a little bit of a tip, I kind of suggest that you go to the tropical island and you catch stuff ahead of time for this tournament, and you don't really have to catch it that day, so just letting you know that if you want to do well in this fishing tourney, it's kind of best to start fishing now, even though it's kind of cheating. But we'll definitely be competing in that when it happens. Snow warning. A large cold front is moving in and a large snowstorm is slated for tomorrow. Be sure to dress warmly. Oh, man! Does that mean we're going to finally have snow on the ground? I don't know if you've noticed, but I'd like to show you 2 screenshots right now. One from the day that we moved into Pallet, or at least the day after, and one from very recently. And in earlier versions of Animal Crossing, the grass would probably be flat out gray by now. But the grass has been turning gray very, very slowly. And yeah, maybe we'll actually get oh man, if we get snow on the ground tomorrow, that'd be great. And On December 10th, TNT Mart will be closed for important renovations and expansions. Sorry, and thanks. So, we have a lot of stuff going on. We could have snow on the ground tomorrow. We got a fishing tourney on Saturday. We have TNT Mart closed for remodeling. Man, a lot of stuff is going on here in town. And we also have Club LOL that is still under construction. Sure, taking it long enough. And then not only that, but we got construction over here as well. And I think this is the first time we're actually getting to hear music on Main Street at nighttime. I think it is. Everything's closed, but... Well, the museum's not, and I think the Dream Suite is open 24 hours a day, but that's kind of besides the point. Oh! This is actually the first day where every last fossil I have found is already on display in the museum, so these are all selling items. Okay, well, that knocks down my donations a peg. Okay, so it wasn't even necessary for me to identify those first. Alright, so we will donate all of these. There you go. Now, the reason why paintings are so important is that to do certain things with Blathers, you need to have donated at least one of every item type. And with that painting, it makes it so that I have one of every item type. So that means that Blathers might have something interesting to say for us pretty soon, which is great, though, because I love Blathers, and I wish we could show more of him, though, but you guys did kind of agree with me that he's not really that interesting. Now, I'm trying to think about other things that we could do. There is Amelia's Public Works project, which I'm going to be unveiling tonight. But I did have some of you guys tell me that you want me to go through the museum once. And we're here right now, and I've donated one of every type of item to the museum. So, starting off with the aquarium, we're going to give it a walkthrough. As you can see, a lot of those items I just caught like while diving, those crabs are in here. How'd you get here, you rock, man? You were just at your home like minutes ago. There's not much to look at, but at least turning into an actual aquarium, right? Yeah, what a jerk. Luckily for me, before I was on the island and I caught that scallop before, because you do need to donate the scallop to the museum. So for those of you thinking that you're just going to give them all the Pascal, you do need to keep at least one for yourself at one point. Once again, I do want to show, like, what Pascal gave me, though, but, you know, for now, it's, you know, I can't really do that. Wow, that olive flounder and that dab look kind of funny swimming around in there. Wow. This is awesome. That whale shark, I'm amazed. Dang, is it really okay to have those sharks in there in the same exhibit as the fish? I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to question Blather's authority on museum running, but hey, Pietro! Hey! Man, I'm just running into all kinds of animals in this area. Bet you there are still a few swimming around out there that we've yet to see. Yeah, I would assume so. I think that there is like some sort of scientific estimation on like whatever number of them there. It's complicated math, whatever it is, but oh man, Blathers has something to say. Blathers spoke. What's wrong, buddy? Oh, why, Mayor? I was just trying my best to solve the dilemma, but I must admit I'm fairly stuck. Oh, may I ask your thoughts on the matter? Though our collection has grown, our museum isn't drawing quite the attendance I'd hoped for. We just saw 2 animals out of 10 in here in just one exhibit. What more do you want? Our population is like 13. I know the very thing that'll bring more visitors, of course. The museum must be remodeled. We have a second floor that is going unused at the moment. It'd be perfect to see something fresh. Oh yes, what I need is an exhibit space for everyone to palette display what they want. Now, my dilemma. As the director here, I have big dreams for the museum, but no bells. I didn't have the funds to remodel the museum. But Mayor, this place is a public service, so perhaps maybe we can have this added to the list of public works projects for the town. Would you consider making this priority for palette? As Mayor, you can make this dream come true. I'll tell your secretary Isabel in case you'd like to help out. My thanks in advance, Mayor. Wow, that happened quick, yes. You must have donated, I believe, 30 items total to the museum, and you must have at least 1 item in each of the 4 exhibits for him to suggest that to your list of public works projects. I could do that today, but I think I would rather save that for whenever we just don't have another public works project to build, which will probably be just tomorrow. Okay, there's the nice painting. I do like how it tells you what painting it is in real life and all that. It tells you the artist, the year. Before it used to just simply say things like, oh, hey, it's just a nice painting, but now it actually gives you details on it, which is nice. Influenced later painters is the father of Impressionism. Ooh, I like Impressionism. That's actually very nice. It doesn't look like an Impressionist painting, though, but maybe it was made before that period. I don't know. Next. Sorry if this is taking a while. It's just that a lot of you guys were saying that you wanted to see me walk through the museum at least once, and it's just kind of the late night episode, and you know, it'd be kind of nice to walk through. I like all the flowers here. Another thing that I really, really like that's very subtle that a lot of people don't seem to appreciate, you might notice that we have things like the exotic beetles that are actually on the coconut trees. We actually have, like, regular beetles on the regular trees. You know, we have butterflies flying around flowers and stuff like that. And if you visit other people's museums and you see bugs that you don't recognize, you can look at where they are in the museum, and it will basically tell you how you can catch them. Like, for example, the walking stick is on a tree right there. The beehive is in a regular tree. And you can sort of use other people's museums like for subtle hints on how you could go about obtaining them. It's a really nice visual guide. And it's something that I never really see pointed out or appreciated in Animal Crossing. And yet, I really, really like it. It's just sort of one of those things. I mean, you can hear like the mole cricket kind of chirping around. It's really nice, and it's very atmospheric. And I gotta say, I also like, if you've been paying attention, the music changes very slightly for what exhibits we're in. In fact, I'll be quiet here for a minute. Hear that extra beat that's been added to the song? Yeah, whenever you go into different exhibits, you've done that. And hey, looks like we completed a dinosaur. How about I check the plaque for this one? The Pachysaurus. The Pachycephalosaurus is known for its round helmet-like head, of which is still debated. The bony dome atop of the skull was nearly a foot thick, which is why most skull fossils survive. Some theorists say the animal would smash their heads in order to determine the pecking order. Huh. I think it's actually what the move Head Smash from Pokemon is based on. You know, like Rampardos learns that. And, you know, Rampardos like has like some of the highest attack. I think he has the highest attack stat of any Pokemon next to Attack Deoxys, so kind of cool. Oh, wow. All these pedestals except this one are filled in already. Oh, no, there's another one that's not filled in. The museum is just... It's nice to come visit. Oh, we've completed this as well. Mammoth. Mammoth was a giant, woolly, elephant-like animal equipped with long, deadly tusks. Fun fact, there's actually a a mammoth that you can have live in your town. He's one of the rarer villagers that you can have visit. There's only one mammoth, but yes, there is a mammoth villager you can have. It's kind of morbid that you have a mammoth skeleton in the same town that a mammoth could be living in. I mean, that's just... I can't think of a pun for that. I don't know about you guys, though, but I do like learning about history, and I've always been fascinated by... Well, I think every kid has been fascinated by dinosaur bones. What the heck am I saying? I don't know about you guys. You totally have Spinosaurus. Anyway, though, that's every room in the museum. This is going on a bit long, so I think what I'll do next is meet you guys back over by Town Hall, and I will announce the results of the Amelia Memorial Public Works Project. Sorry to be so abrupt, but it's going on kind of long. Alright, so things came down to 3 choices for me. I liked all 3 of these choices, and I would like to give each and every one of them the attention they deserve. This first one was a very common suggestion. The first honorable mention I want to give is to the fence. This was suggested by many people, saying that I fence off the land where Amelia's house used to be, and I plant flowers in her color as sort of a flower garden as a memorial to her. This was a really, really sweet idea. It was suggested by a lot of people, the very first of which was Super Leo 5 on Twitter, or Leo with a smiley face. And I like this idea. It's just that there's 2 houses that are right near Amelia's place, and I'm not really sure if I'd be able to fence off the exact land where her house was, which kind of makes me a little bit against this idea. So for those reasons, I think I'm not going to go with this one, but I still really love the idea, and you guys are so sweet who suggested this, because that is a really, really cute idea for a public works project. Second runner-up that I want to give attention to is that I should build a wishing well, so we can wish her well in her new home! I am so lame. Thing is, it's a water well, not a wishing well. It was called a wishing well in the original Animal Crossing, but it doesn't really serve the same purpose here. I like the pun, but I think the suggestion that I decided to go with is probably about the cutest darn thing I have ever heard in my life. So, we are going with the street lamp. Why are we going with the street lamp? Well, let's go to the site of Amelia's house and I'll tell you. Now, Amelia's house is roughly where Croc's house was. Croc's house is just barely to the right of where Amelia's house was, and for that reason, it's going to be tough to get it in exactly the right spot. This is about as close as I was able to get Isabelle to agree to. Now, the street lamp. Why did I choose to build this in Amelia's memory? Not a Clever Pony on Twitter suggests the street lamp, so she can see where to land at night if she wants to return. Let's build it. Oh man, you guys are making me miss her so much. I swear, like, she was one of my childhood animals, and it was just so nice to have her back in a town that I was getting to share with you guys, and I just like to think of the idea of her just flying overhead one night, seeing the lamp below where her house used to be, and just landing here at night, strolling through town a little bit, and just... Such a cute thought, and I like imagining that. So, yeah, I think just because it's very, very immersive, and I just feel really good whenever I think of it like that. I'll fund the entire street lamp project, and we'll put it roughly where Amelia's house was. Awesome! The project's donation goal has been met. Okay. So that's it. You know, it's kind of brightened the mood a little bit, though. What is it with flying Amelias going disappearing? I mean, that's 2 of that I know of now. Okay. Well, for the time being, how about we head back home? I don't really think I have anything else to show. We went diving. I showed the story modeling is happening. Showed various things that I wanted to show that happened during the day. There was the Public Works project. We went to the museum. I'd say that for it being close to 1 o'clock in the morning, we got a hell of a lot of stuff done compared to what most people would get done at this time of night. So before I go to bed, I would like to see what my furniture items are. Just because I got a fair few of them, and I do want to display them at least a little bit before I go to bed. So let's see. We got the sword. It's kind of cool looking. It doesn't really have a place in the room quite yet. But perhaps if we expand our house, I'll have a place for it. I bought this blue bench, not really for me, just because I liked how it looked, and I was kind of thinking it could go in a villager's house. I haven't really decided what villagers should go to. I'm not really going to make this an official contest, but if you think it would go well with a particular villager's house interior, please let me know. But one thing that I do want to display is this, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, this Biwa loot. I just kind of saw this loot for sale, and I decided to buy it because I don't have any musical instrument for my house yet, and even though it doesn't really fit in too well here, it's kind of nice to have it, though, because whatever sound you have going on in the room, it will attempt to match the tune of. There's no real sound going on in our room right now, but I kind of want to just have an instrument, period. The last thing that I want to show are the 3 gyroids that I dug up. First off, we have the Mini Buzzoid. Second, the Squat Nebuloid. That is cool sounding. A lot of people say gyroids creep them out. I don't know why. I always think they're cool, and they're kind of nice mascots for the series. And then the Mini Dinkoid. That sounds like an insult. You know, these 2 together sound really, really cool. So, you know what? Crap, I'm blocking the trash can. I put it there. Even though this room is getting kind of cluttered, I'll put the Mini Dinkoid over here. If you don't want gyroids to make sounds, you can press A near them, and they'll just sort of go into, like, a neutral position. Like, watch. You can tell they're neutral when they have one arm down, one arm up. If both arms are facing the same way, though, that means that they're currently active. So, that's just sort of a little quick primer on gyroids. Hey, that gyroid has got, like, a little vent on the back. It's kind of a nice little detail. Alright. Well, I guess that's about it. Tomorrow, an Animal Crossing New Leaf. Hopefully Club LOL will be built, but if it's not, TNT Mart is going to be closed for remodeling, and we have a new store to look forward to soon. We'll also have the grand opening of Amelia's Memorial. See you guys tomorrow.